Good morning and welcome to the new edition of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. I'm sometimes amazed, but mostly disgusted with the antics of our lawmakers. Are they the guardians and the lawmakers, or are they the rapists? Which they are not here in Canada at least, but most of the places. But robbers, again, robbery can be of two types. One is a daylight robbery, and other is a very sophisticated sort of a robbery. And that is what is irritating to me. The lawmakers making hay at the taxpayers' expense is something which goes against the grain of the very concept of being a public servant. Are you aware that this year, when the general election takes place on 21st of October, 39 sitting MPs have declared that they will not be contesting this election. And do you know how much they would get as a gift, parting gift, severance salary they call it, severance pays? They'll get $1.61 million. Imagine 39 people getting $1.61 million for having worked for a period of 4 years. Now, sitting MPs who have served less than 6 years are not eligible for pensions, but they receive this severance pay all right. They will not get a pension. Now, the people who have completed 6 years, that means 2 elections, they'll get pension as well. But if they contest the election, they don't get the severance till they contest the election. And this year, they'll get back the pension benefits which they have contributed, plus interest, and plus this severance pay. And those MPs who have served for more than 6 years, but are comparatively young, under 55 years of age, would also be eligible for pension, but their pension would be deferred and take severance pay at the rate similar to the rookie colleagues. So double benefit. Take the severance pay today and get your pension when you are entitled to it at the age of 65. Now imagine how much a salary does an MP make. And that does not include expenses for the staff payment in the constituency or in Ottawa. It does not include the conveyance. It doesn't include the entertainment expenses. It does not include foreign junkets. It doesn't include many things. But the salary is $178,900. $179,000. And the meaning of that is that most of the sitting MPs away today, they walk away with $90,000, money that gets paid even when they choose not to run. So work for 4 years and get this money. And this figure which I've quoted does not include 3 MPs. And those 3 MPs are Liberal MPs who are no longer Liberal MPs, they're independent. Darshan Kank, Raj Grewal, Hunter Tutu. And if they don't run, then they will also get $90,000 each. So instead of $1.61 million, the total cost to you and to me would be $2 million. Don't be shocked. This payment is just the first installment, the first wave of payment. And the total is still set to skyrocket after the election, when MPs who lose their race are not eligible for pensions also get the golden handshake. So you are a winner both ways. You don't contest and you get the election. You lose and you get the money. What a great thing. It's difficult to calculate how much money will be paid out in October, since it depends how many have served less than 6 years and are younger than 55. But the whole thing stinks. There are 24 cabinet ministers, and number is total 35. Out of the 24 are the rookie MPs who were elected in 2015, and they'll be eligible not for 90,000 severance pay, they'll be eligible for $132,200 if they happen to be defeated. So they have worked these 4 years, they have got their salaries, okay, but this severance pay, are you aware that after this election, a total cost of the severance to the retiring and the defeated MPs is calculated by Canadian Taxpayer Federation, not by me. They say the total will come to $11 million. Now let's come to the reality. These people are elected for a period of 4 years. That means they have been given a job by the people of Canada for a period of 4 years. It's a tenure job. In tenure jobs, normally there is no severance pay. Here they are getting a severance pay. It's not less like holding a normal job. It's a fixed term contract. The 4 years contract, then it can be renewed if the public likes them. But never has a fixed term contractor been paid the severance pay. Severance pay is for termination or leaving a job where you have a tenure job, not a fixed. Excuse me. So, this payment of severance salary, they call it as severance pay, goes against the basic concept of emoluments. Being on fixed term contract, they have to work for 4 years. If the contract is renewed, they keep on working, keep on getting a salary. But there's sort of a severance. And then another thing, according to the Employment Standard Act in Ontario, any employee gets 1 week's worth of payment for every year served. Now, this law is there in Ontario. Different provinces can have different laws, but average it is 1 week's salary for every year served. Here, the MPs get this much, and their employees now would get 2 weeks salary for the first year of work and 1 week for the subsequent year, to a maximum of 28 weeks. We say there is no discrimination. Is it not discrimination that an employee working in the office of an MP gets double the salary, severance pay, than an average employee does? The Employment Standard Act is clearly violated. And violated by whom? By the lawmakers. Is it not an abetment of a crime? One has to think about it. Employees of the MPs get double the severance than an average employee. And then if an employee retires, serves 4 years of service, and retires with severance pay, he would further receive, apart from the severance pay, 8 weeks of pay for every year worked. So he has worked for 4 years. So he gets 8 weeks, that's 2 months for 4 years, that's say 1 year's salary more. So 90,000 he gets as a severance pay, plus 8 weeks pay he gets for every year. 8 weeks is 2 months. 2 months into 4 years is 8 months. So 1 year's approximate salary is extra. So for having worked for 4 years, they get practically 6 years salary. Can anything be better than that? And can anything be more insidious than that? This is not something which can be termed a sweet daylight robbery. I'm calling it sweet because it is legal. Legal insofar as it has been approved by the parliament, and parliament is the lawmaker. So lawmakers have decided to reward themselves, and reward themselves at the cost to the taxpayer. My question is, how long would the concept of the public service be misused? And to what extent it would be misused? These are the million-dollar questions that face the people. And it's because of this reason that public does not regard the elected politicians with regard. They give them outward respect, welcome them, speak volumes in their praise. But in reality, they are not something which are venerated. They are there for a period. How many remember these legislators after a couple of years? They are there, they have money, but they leave the stage unwept, unhonored, and unsung. We always blame people. But then who's at fault? Evidently, the lawmakers themselves are at fault. But is it not the electorate's responsibility to set them right? Secondly, there is no mechanism by what these laws made by the lawmakers to feather their own nest can be scrutinized. As a matter of fact, there should be a financial ombudsman who should oversee that the salaries, the emoluments, and the benefits to the lawmakers do not exceed the benefits given to the ordinary public servants at the same level. Secondly, they are treated as fixed contract jobs and not as a continuity job, so no severance pays. And this, if implemented, would also result in one very major benefit, and that would be the people who are really interested in serving the people, serving the nation, serving the community would come forward. Not those people who want to feather their nest, not those people who profess public service as their aim, but the reality is self-service, self-aggrandizement, self-interest is a ruling motive. So if their emoluments are less, then there's every likelihood that only those who have got a passion for service, they'll come up. And that would be good for the country because they will have no axe to grind. This is something which has to be thought, on which we have got to ruminate. And maybe a day comes when we have the legislators who are lawmakers in a real sense, who have the public interest at heart, and who think of the people, who think for the people, because they are by the people. and they are for the people. Is it asking too much? Think about it. Thank you.